Hello, friends, and welcome to Flavors and Knowledge, the podcast dedicated to gastronomic education, healthy living, and the pure joy of eating well. I'm your host, Ethan Clark, speaking to you from Chef Walter's Cooking School right here in Cranston, Rhode Island. With more than 50 years in professional kitchens and a lifelong focus on regional Italian cuisine, nutrition, and diabetes management, I bring you practical, evidence-based insights so you can nourish your body while still savoring every bite. Today's episode is titled 8 Grains to Consider for Diabetics, my list of the most successful grains available to manage diabetes. Many people hear the word diabetes and immediately think all grains must be eliminated. That is simply not true. Whole grains, when chosen wisely, are powerful allies. They deliver fiber, essential vitamins and minerals, and slow-release carbohydrates that help keep blood sugar stable rather than spiking it, as refined grains do. In my kitchen and in the nutritional work I do, I rely on grains that have proven themselves time and again. Low glycemic impact, high nutrient density, and wonderful versatility in everyday cooking, especially within a Mediterranean-style approach that supports both blood sugar control and heart health. These selections are grounded in recommendations from organizations such as the American Diabetes Association and supported by consistent research demonstrating benefits for insulin sensitivity, fasting glucose, and overall metabolic health. Let's go through my top 8, counting down from number 8 to my favorite. Number 8 is bulgur. This quick-cooking cracked wheat is a staple in Mediterranean kitchens, the star of tabbouleh and fresh salads. A cooked cup provides about 8 grams of fiber and a moderate glycemic index, promoting lasting fullness and steady energy. It is also a good source of magnesium, which supports insulin function. I love using bulgur in warm pilafs or as a hearty base for roasted vegetables. Number 7 is buckwheat. Despite the name, it is completely gluten-free and unrelated to wheat. Buckwheat groats and soba noodles provide antioxidants and a unique compound, D-chiroinositol, which supports insulin activity. Studies demonstrate it can help blunt the rise in blood sugar after meals. Roast the groats lightly for a nutty breakfast porridge or use the noodles in simple vegetable stir-fries. Number 6 is whole wheat. Whether you are working with wheat berries, whole wheat pasta, or bread made from 100% whole grain flour, the key is to see whole as the first word on the label so the bran and germ remain intact, delivering B vitamins, fiber, and a lower glycemic load than refined versions. Wheat berries have a satisfying chew. Simmer them as you would rice and add them to soups, salads, or grain bowls. Number 5 is quinoa. This ancient seed is a complete protein, containing all essential amino acids and has a glycemic index of approximately 53, along with generous amounts of magnesium and anti-inflammatory compounds. Rinse it well to remove any bitterness, then use it as a rice substitute in colorful salads or even warmed with fruit for breakfast. Number 4 is brown rice. It is a clear step up from white rice because the bran layer stays on, providing more fiber and a more manageable glycemic response. Large population studies have linked regular brown rice consumption to a reduced risk of developing type 2 diabetes. I often recommend basmati brown rice for its naturally lower glycemic profile, and I always pair it generously with non-starchy vegetables and lean proteins. Number 3 is farro, one of my favorite ancient Italian grains. It has a wonderful chewy texture, nutty flavor, and solid fiber and protein content that supports satiety and gut health, both of which indirectly help regulate blood sugar. With a low to medium glycemic index, farro performs beautifully in risottos, hearty soups, or simply tossed with olive oil, herbs, and grilled vegetables. Number 2 is oats, steel-cut or old-fashioned rolled, never the instant variety. Oats owe much of their reputation to beta-glucan, the soluble fiber that slows digestion, lowers cholesterol, and improves blood sugar control. Multiple clinical studies show oats can reduce fasting glucose and A1C levels in people living with diabetes. I prepare them as overnight oats for convenience or as a savory porridge seasoned with garlic and herbs. And number 1, my top recommendation for anyone managing diabetes, is barley, especially hulled barley or good quality pearled barley. Barley consistently has one of the lowest glycemic indexes, often in the 25-35 range, largely due to its exceptionally high beta-glucan content. Research repeatedly confirms that barley improves insulin sensitivity, lowers post-meal glucose spikes, and supports cardiovascular health, which is especially important given the increased heart disease risk associated with diabetes. In my kitchen, I use it in comforting soups, barley risottos, or simply as a flavorful alternative to rice. Here are my 8 most successful grains for diabetes management: bulgur, buckwheat, whole wheat, quinoa, brown rice, farro, oats, and at the top, barley. A few practical reminders from years of teaching and cooking: always prioritize whole grains over refined ones, keep portions reasonable, about half a cup to 1 cup cooked per meal, and combine them with plenty of non-starchy vegetables, healthy fats such as extra virgin olive oil, and quality proteins to further moderate the glycemic response. Flavor them boldly with fresh herbs, garlic, lemon, and spices. The Mediterranean tradition proves that eating for health can still be deeply delicious and sustainable. Of course, everybody responds a little differently, so check your blood glucose when introducing new foods and work closely with your doctor or a registered dietitian to personalize what works best for you. If any of these grains have become favorites in your kitchen, or if you would like to share a recipe, I would love to hear from you. You can reach out via the newsletter at flavorsknowledge.substack.com. Thank you for spending this time with me on Flavors and Knowledge. Eat well, live better, and until our next conversation. Thanks for listening.